Now, backing up a little bit further, Tat, as a rogue.
Other Tat.
Tat 2, Tat R. You...
Tatter.
Tatter. It's interesting. I like that nickname.
I kind of do too.
So, Tatter, you don't remember anything, really, until a bright light and a stone room. You sat, at least you feel like you sat, in a wooden chair surrounded by some magical rings. How you knew they were magical, you're not entirely sure, but they seemed magical in nature.
Tonic.
Yeah, basically. A younger man, maybe 28 years old, sat staring at you, wide-eyed and in shock. You don't really... Let me actually see here. What language did you speak? Cool. You don't know what he was saying. You couldn't understand it. From what you could tell, looking at the man, he had long, pointy ears. Knowledge began to flood your mind. Must have been an elf of some sort. And then everything began to blur. Time moved in a weird way. Everything began to move quickly around you. You never moved from the chair. Not saying you hadn't tried. The magical circle on the ground kept you where you were. The Elven man tried to speak to you in, from what he could guess was your own language of halfling. The words came out broken and a little bit strange. Eventually, he had asked you to more or less stay in the circle for your own safety, from what you could gather from what he was saying in broken halfling. But again, time moved quickly around you, and slowly the circle you were staying in began to fill with darkness, and everything started to going black. Eventually, the circle was broken. A loud flash, you don't know how much time had passed, but a loud bang and a bright flash. The magical circle keeping you where you were broke. And a tall, lanky, shadowy figure stood above you, looking down at you, and said, "Thank you." And suddenly everything flashed. You were pushed forward in space. It was hard to keep your eyes open with the wind pushing against you. So your eyes shut instinctively, and the next thing you know, you open them and you were standing on a trail. A caravan in front of you, and people you've never met before walking the caravan. You look down at yourself. You look like yourself. A little more well-dressed than before. Not knowing where you were, instinctively, you moved away from the caravan. And then it went black again.
I was gonna, have Pat Bard keep a journal on this side, but then if you, flip it over to the other side, Pat Bard would be keeping a journal, Rogue would be keeping a journal on the other side, and upside down, so, nice. Eventually they'll reach the place where there's already writing, and upside down, they'll be like, wait a second, what? But they'll have no idea until then.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. I wasn't going to play Tat R like a complete psychopath, but now that it might be fun too.
It's completely up to you. But Just from the way Tat Bard has been played, it's definitely
It'll be a contrast.
it's definitely going to be a contrast comparatively, even if it's just a small contrast from what I can tell.
Oh man, if Rogue Tat was here.
Oh yeah, immediate. This is why we started with the Bard.
This is why the Rogue doesn't go into the nobility district.
Yes.
This is why they don't like homeless street rats.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, this is the primary reason. Like, everything is so nice here that they know something's going to get stolen.
Someone steals one of the stones out of the street and uses it to clean themselves.
It's my soapstone, guys! Nope, that's just a rock.
That's so funny.
It's just a really shiny rock, guys. But at least this Tat wouldn't.
Yeah.
Tatter, absolutely.
Yeah. That would more likely just like throw a dart at their kneecap or something.
Yeah, as you're walking by. So I was looking at this is kind of out of the subject. I was looking at Stuart's equipment sheet, and he has 4 daggers for some reason. And I'm like, how did you get this? I don't know. All right, well, you're keeping them. So he just has 4 knives for whatever reason.
That's funny.
It just reminded me because I looked at yours and you have 2, which makes more sense for you. But
yeah,
it's just like
given by the Rogue.
Yes.
Technically, Tat B had 1, and then Tat B or Tat R had 2. So I just gave 2.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So I don't have the memory of Tatter, the weird time distortion effect, so I have no idea what this is.
As Tatter, no, but as Tat, yes, you would. Tat knows it. Tatter does not.
I thought it was Tatter who had been in the weird circle.
Sorry, you're cutting out a bit.
I thought Tatter was the one who, like, the first thing they know is being in a magic circle with time being weirdly, and then.
Oh yeah, actually, you would. It would be similar if Tatter were to see this now. It would be very similar to that sense. Not the same exact one, but it would be a time dilation spell similarity.
Huh?
So it is similar, yes. It is not the same situation. With Tatter, from what she knows, in the ring that she just woke up in, most likely from the knowledge that she has, looking at her intelligence score, the magical circle she was in was dilating time around her, specifically around where she was. So things were slower for her, but faster for everyone outside the circle.
Okay.
So similar, yes, but with Tatter, it was only in that circle that it was there. For Tat right now.
Yeah,
So
the whole reason I asked about Tatter was just confirming that Tat has never seen anything like this, but Tatter has had that other.
Tat
weird
has
experience.
not. No. Yes, Tatter has. Sorry, I misunderstood that question before.
Gotcha.
For Rogue Tat, things have slowly been coming back while being in the body. Memories are slowly coming back. She's understood now that this isn't exactly her body, but she's somehow related to this body. The people she had been with in the caravan, she was related to in some way. But it's slowly coming back. It's not all the way back yet. The history is still vague and blurry, and she doesn't exactly know where she is, but she has more idea than she did before.
Gotcha. Okay.